Already, he's making America great again. He really, really is. I want to share with you this wonderful news now. Again, we don't want to count our chickens before they hatch, but he says there's a deal on the table now. Donald Trump promising that there is a deal for the hostages. Let me share this with you. He said today, quote, January 15th, "We have a deal for the hostages in the Middle East. They will be released shortly. Thank you." Wow. All right. And if you go back to a little over a month ago, he did say everyone's talking about the hostages who are being held so violently, inhumanely, and against the will of the entire world in the Middle East. But it's all talk and no action. Please let this truth serve to represent that if the hostages are not released prior to January 20th, 2025, the date that I proudly assume office as President of the United States, there will be all hell to pay in the Middle East. And for those in charge who perpetrated these atrocities against humanity, those responsible will be hit harder than anybody has been hit in the long and storied history of the United States of America. Release the hostages now. And today he tweets, or truce, that we have a deal for those hostages in the Middle East. They will be released shortly. So that's some wonderful news, some really wonderful news. And I anticipate there will be so much more wonderful news ahead. And I'm excited to be here with you for all of it. We are on the front lines of history. I'm excited to see you all here every single day. Make sure, if you're just joining us for the first time, that you hit the bell, so that you subscribe and that you hit the bell so that you know when I'm here. It's really, really important. We're generally here around the same time, but you never know, right? I know. Leslie, Biden's trying to take the credit for it, but you know what? I actually think that this has everything to do with Donald Trump, because they know exactly what would happen. He promised what would happen if he got in there on January 20th and those hostages have not been released. So I consider it a victory for him already, and I think there's going to be many, 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 many more. Yeah, it is. Tim Bowman, a big difference from the guy that we have had for the last 4 years. Okay, let's forget about all that. Forget about it. David Lorenzo, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We were going to forget about the last 4 years. You know what? It went by in a blip. Here's the good news, guys. You know what the good news is? Everybody is going to take Trump so much more seriously. So much more seriously, because they've been there, done that. They know how bad it could be. And so in some ways, he's coming in way more powerful than had he been reelected in 2020. And we had him from 2020 to 2024. He's going to be able to do so much more. So get ready, buckle up. Make sure you go to 76research.com, 76research.com. Use code word dollar. Start investing, because there's good stuff coming. I can feel it. I know it. I sense it. And I tend to be right on these things. Okay, I'll see you back here tomorrow. Thanks for joining.